Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Valley East, USA. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. As you can see, we're just collecting some plums from our orchard here. And we're going to go ahead and sell those. We're almost at full capacity here. And if you also pay attention, we also have minus $952. Not necessarily our best day ever. But what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and sell these. Just going to take a look at the map to see which way is the best way to go. Looks like if we head north from here. Okay, so we'll do this then. So what I'm going to do is going to record a courseplay course just to sell these. I'm going to start it right here. And then we're going to go take a quick little drive down to the sell point there. And what I'll do is I will bring you along for some of the ride, but not all of it. It's kind of a long drive, actually. Which is one of the reasons why I am doing a courseplay course for it, just because it is a fairly lengthy drive, actually. I'm actually, when I first placed the point down, I was like, oh, this will be fine, it's not that far. And then now that I've done it a couple times, I'm like, oh, it's kind of far. Anyhow, if you take a look at our stores, we do have 220,000 liters of corn. I haven't gone ahead and sold the corn yet because what I'm doing is I'm waiting for a great demand to come up just so we can capitalize on as much money, or we can make as much money as we possibly can through the great demand there. So that's what I'm hoping for, at least. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know. It used to be that I used to be able to predict when the Great Demand was coming up next, and you just fast forward time to the Great Demand. And I forget which mod that was that you had that capability with. I want to say it was the HUD, like this right here. Used to have that, but I don't know if it's I don't think it still has it anymore. So anyhow, I could have done this with a truck, I suppose, too, and the truck will work fine on this as well. Nice little stop sign there. The truck will work fine on this as well, but I had the tractor hooked up already, so I figured this would be our best bet, really. One of the nice things about the UPK mod, or plums and apples and all that jazz, is that you get them every single day, so it makes there's grass down there, interesting. So it makes using them or selling them really profitable because you get, it's like a constant flow of money. Same thing as having cattle, essentially. Or cows, dairy cows specifically, so that's one of the nice things. Anyways, what I'll do is I'll meet you guys back up when we are at the sell point. Alright, so just coming into the sell point right here. Oops. And what we're going to do is just take a nice turn in here. Want to make sure you give yourself lots of space for the trailer and all that jazz. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do something a bit cheeky. So what I'll do is I'll swing around here. I'm going to detach the trailer. I'm going to turn like this. This is a courseplay advanced technique. And I'm going to line it up nice and straight, pull up nice and forward like so. Bring up my HUD again. And then I'm going to... is that enough? Let's do one more point. There we go. And then I'm going to hit the reverse. And the nice thing is, because I don't have the trailer... what happens is it's straight back up right into here. And what I'm going to do is going to back this up right here, just into here. That's probably good. I'm going to put a waypoint right there because I totally forget whether you can whether it's going to sell automatically or not. And then I'm going to take the reverse off and go forward again, and then I can drive wherever I want. What I'm going to do is just pause the course right here for a second, and I'm going to pick up my trailer and then sell that. So that's kind of a, if you don't like backing up dolly trailers, or you're bad at it, for example, like I am, and then what you can do is use courseplay to do it for you, if you want to. One of the lovely aspects of courseplay. Now, a nice thing about this little tractor is that the turn circle is a little bit better on this guy than it is on that truck. So we should... Keyword should. Are we going to make that turn without hitting anything? Yes. Now the question is that going to be close enough for the trailer? No. Oh, no, there we go. Alright, so let's see how much money we make. Because we had 10,000 liters, so we should be able to make about Oh, it's $5,000. It's about, if we look carefully at the prices here, what do we got here? Plums. $1. $1. Wish it were a bit more than that, but whatever. I don't know if we can sell jam here too. Maybe we can. Tomato lettuce. We can basically sell everything here though, which is kind of cool. There are some other buildings, of course, you can place down if you wish. So, for example, if you wanted to put down something that sold plums, you could sell at one of these places, for example. You could also make, I think, is it this one? No, it's not this one. There's a couple other places you can put. Anyways, I'm not going to go through them all because there's a lot of them. Anyways, what I'll do is I will finish making this course and I'll meet you back at the farm. Alright, so just finishing up the course right here, coming into the orchard, and what I'll do is I'll just come up on this side right here, on the north side, and we will stop it. Maybe that's a bad idea, actually. Pause, delete. Yeah, that's probably the best. And we'll unpause, and then stop the course there, and we'll call it, I don't know, orchard to sell. Perfect. So now I don't have to drive that every single time if I don't want to, which is excellent for us. I do like this little tractor though. This is a nice, really nice little Massey Ferguson that was in the mod contest. The results actually are out from the mod contest. Actually, if you want to go to the, if you go to the Google Plus community, I forget who posted it. Maybe it was Bob, but somebody posted the results to the, contest, and of course, the one that won. Oh, that's terrible. The mod that won was the Crone Baler, which is this guy right here by BM Modding. Totally understandable. Very solid mod. The fact that you can pick up the wrap itself is fantastic. I think that's the coolest thing ever. And then I think in second place, what was the Crone Big X 580. And that one's a really solid forage harvester there as well. So anyways, so now we have that. Orchard is no more nothing at the orchard for now. Perfect. So as you can see, I still have these bales. We need to deal with something. We need to deal with these bales soon, because I don't know if they're they may not be worth anything. Oh no, they're still good. They haven't been rained on yet, but if I don't move them today, they are going to get rained on. So we have $4,000. Is that enough for anything that can get us some money? We do have that, and let's take a look at front loaders. What's the cheapest front loader we can possibly get? $64,000? Eek. That's not the cheapest one, I know that. Let's see, in here, what do we have? Apparently I have a few John Deeres. 182. Because we kind of need something that's kind of in the... oh, that's a front loader too. I didn't realize that. Or we can go for that. That's 65. We kind of need something that's in the kind of the bit more powerful range. 57. Alright, now I don't know what we can do. We don't have many... See, the problem we're going to run into is the fact that these are heavier bales, technically. And I could probably use a small tractor to pick them up, if I'm honest, in this game. But trying to consider what they would actually be in real life here. Now, in reality... where's my truck? In reality... Nope. Where are we here? In reality, this trailer will pick up bales automatically. So I technically don't need a front loader. I'll ask you guys, what do you think we should do? Do you think we should just use the trailer and pick them up? And just forego the front loaderisms? Or should we do some front loaderish stuff? Let me know. This trailer does work well. What we should do actually is... someone pointed this out. If I go... Is it here? Field number... Oh, it's way up there. This field right here, field 8. Technically we don't own it, and we don't have enough money to own it yet. But we can mow it. Despite the fact that we don't own it. So I think that's what we might do next. Now, let's check to see what supplies we have. We have a mower, but we don't have a rake. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see what we have in the way of rakes. $17,000. We could probably get that. We would need a tedder as well. Where are my tedders? There they are. In that sense, we need about, in order to make dry hay. Actually, we don't need to make dry hay. Why do we need to make dry hay? We don't even have animals yet. What do you think we should do about that? Think we should make some dry hay for animals, or think we should put it into silage? Now, there's always the option of trading in some things to upgrade other things. So, for example, we could trade in. All our tractors aren't really worth it. This is the one thing I don't like about this mod. It's a nice mod, but it doesn't. They didn't set up the cost of it very well, unfortunately. So, what do you think we should do about that? I think what we'll do this time around is I'm gonna snag the. How far is the Massey Ferguson got? I'm just gonna stop him midway right here, and I'll leave the plow. Leave the cultivator plow there, and what we'll do is we'll mow that field. I think. Oh, there we go. I was trying to figure out why does this look so funny. What we'll do is we'll mow the field. There we go. That's so loud in my ears. We'll mow the field and go from there and see. We'll see what you suggest. I'm kind of curious. Some people might be like, "Oh no, you shouldn't mow that field because you don't own it." That's true. That's true. We're doing a municipal. We're doing some sort of municipal benefit. We're keeping it nice and pretty around the area. That's what I'm going for, at least. All right, so when you take off that front weight here, let's just drop this down here, right there, and back up. And is this the right side for the mower? It is. Perfect. So we'll just do this like so. There we go. And oh yes, this was the one thing about this mower I had forgotten about. This is that how heavy they actually are. I'm gonna have to grab the truck to move that trailer without bumping everything. All right, let's grab this guy. It's funny how loud this truck is in comparison to that tractor. Because you can't hear the truck at all, but you can hear the tractor. Go figure. Anyways. Small little observation there. Alright, let's get this hooked up. I can hear the truck, but I don't know if you guys can. Alright, so let's pull this out of here. There we go. I do like this PJ trailer and this truck combination. I don't know where. I think this truck is based off of Offspring Gaming's truck. I'm not sure though, but these tires definitely look familiar. Not a huge fan of them, but they'll get the job done. Alright. So let's get positioned in here. And there we go. That should be good. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and start mowing here. So what we'll try and do is, I think what we'll try to do is, we'll just mow it for now. And then go from there, I think, because we don't technically own the field. And we don't want to bug anybody if we don't have to. Alright. It's nice and square, which is good for us. That on, that on, that on. And we'll lower that and lower that. Turn them both on. Hear the RPMs revving up. And we'll do this. Nice. The Real Terrain mod is a really cool mod. So you can see like the tractor like slowly going over some of the different bumps there, and that's, I believe that's from the Real Terrain mod by OEB Modding. They did it really cool. I think that's a really nifty job. Like Upside Down did a pretty good job, kind of simulated a little bit, but the mod isn't designed specifically for that. Whereas in this case, the mod is designed specifically for that, which makes it super cool. At least in my mind, I think it's super cool. So, actually, no, we could get some sheep, perhaps? I don't know. I think this is supposed to be California. Last time I said it was... what did I say it was? Arkansas, I think, or something like that. And people were like, no, it's California. I was like, oh, sorry. Actually, funny story. So I was talking about, in the Euro Truck the other day, I was talking about, what's it called? And I forgot the name of that thing. Mount Rushmore. And for whatever reason, I thought it was in Washington because I believe it has presidents on it or something like that. And then Jeff was like, no, it's not in Washington at all. It's in South Dakota. I was like, oh, sorry. Yeah. One of those situations where I'm not from the United States, so I don't know where a lot of those things are, so that's one of the downfalls of being Canadian, I guess. You don't know your American geography very well. Like, I know where New York State is, and that's probably, well, not New York. I know where some of the other states are too, but when it comes to like monuments, like say Mount Rushmore and stuff, well, not monuments, but like those types of things, I don't know where they all are. I know of them, but not necessarily where they are. So it's like, for example, if I were to ask you, because most of you aren't Canadian, I know this. Most of you are from the States, which is cool. Our southern friends, or friends to the south, I guess you could say. Anyways, so let me ask you this. This would be the same kind of question for you guys. Quiz question. This is what I do with my students all the time. I'd be like, quiz question, and they'd be like, So here's the quiz question for you. Where's the CN Tower? That's the equivalent sort of idea of asking where Mount Rushmore is. Like, I know it's in a mountain, but I don't know which state it's in. I do now, because I was told, basically. But in terms of other things, like, I know where Statue of Liberty is, for example. That's New York State. But, you know, things like that. So, for example, like, those are the types of things that if you don't go out of your way, you find out where these things are. Like, of course, you could search where the CN Tower is, but I'm asking more like, do you know where it is without looking it up? I guess is what I'm trying to. That's what I'm inferring, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, let me know if you know where it is. I'd be curious. So, like, things like that, or I don't know. What's another good example of something like that? In Canada, let's think. Yeah, CN Tower. That's we have that. Calgary Stampede's in Calgary, so that's kind of easy. There's a whole bunch of things. One of the things that you have to remember is that in terms of history, Canada doesn't have nearly as much history as, let's say, the United States or Europe or Japan, China, those types of countries, because they have been around for much longer than Canada has, right? So that's the type of thing you need to keep in mind, because like sometimes the history that was created is very different. Well, not very different, but like the amount of history that's created is a lot more, a lot less in certain scenarios. Like the United States has got a very rich history, and that's one of the things I really appreciate about the States. Like every time I go down to the States for whatever reason, like the amount of history that's there. Like even in small towns, like I was in Albany, New York a while back, and I was like, I went to the museum there. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of history in this area specifically. Like, it's nuts. And that's what I think. That's one of the things I think is really cool about the United States, is the amount of history that's there. Like, we have history here in Canada too, but it's not quite as much. Like, a lot of our history relates to, like, people discovering Canada, fur trading, forestry, those types of things. Aboriginals, all that jazz. Alright. Now the funny thing is my lines aren't straight, and I know this, because this is not going to be one pass. It should be only one pass, but it's definitely not. Watch this. Oh, maybe it will be. Maybe I did a better job than I thought I did. Maybe it's going to work out in the end. I don't know. We're going to find out soon enough. Anyways, folks, what I'll do is I'll stop the episode there for now, and I'll finish this up off camera, and then we'll come back and see what you want to do. So here's a question for you. what do you think? What do you want to do with the grass? Do you want to bale it up for some sheep? Because we do have a baler technically. Or doing something else with it? Let me know. Make it into silage, perhaps. Let me know in the comments below. That it would be appreciated. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Valley East, USA. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button. Catch you guys later.